I I don't care. I don't care. I want my money. I don't have money to pay the electricity. You have to give me the money or I'm going to come and okay, mom. Okay, mommy. Okay, bye. Say hi to dad. Bye. Okay, let's start. Hello, Facebook ads people. My name is Konstantinos. And today I'm going to show you how to analyze the metrics, which metrics to look, and how to set up your columns in the Facebook Ads Manager. If you like the content, please subscribe and also press the like button because it really helps me to continue producing content for you. Okay, let's start. The way that I'm going to show you is the way that I like to have my columns and the metrics that I look. I'm going to explain all of the metrics and what each one of them is showing us. But other than that, you're free to put any way that you want the columns, and if it's helping you in a certain way, it's totally fine. So we are on this account over here. I have selected some campaigns to show you how it has to look. The way that you can actually add the different metrics, it's this. You can go to columns over here. You can press customize columns. You will have to remove everything from the right side like this. And now the way that I like to do it is this. First of all, we have delivery. I'm going to explain each one of them while we look them. Reach. Okay. Then we have unique link click. I care about unique link clicks, and we are going to check unique link clicks, cost per unique link click, and unique CTR. We have content views, total and cost. We have add to cart, total and cost. We have checkout, total and cost. We have purchase, have total, cost, value, and ROAS, of course. And then we have budget. We have spend, amount spent. We have frequency. We have attribution setting. And we have CPMs. Okay. Then we click here, save as preset. If you just apply it and you don't save it, then you will have to do this again and again and again. And we type the name that we want. I have already one, which I like to name it analytics. You can name it however you want. So the moment you will save it with your name, and then it's time that you log into the ad account again, you will be able to see it here. Okay. So here we have the one which is called analytics. This is mine. A very small trick here, if you're working in the same business and you are having several different ad accounts in the same business, you don't have to do this for all of the ad accounts. If you click here and you go to another account like this, now it's going to say custom, and you can go immediately. It has the same settings. You can click to customize columns, save as preset, and save it with the name that you want. This is a very good bug that I really like to use in order for me not to actually do all the time again and again my columns. Now, the most important thing here is to start analyzing what each one of those is. And let's see them one by one. First of all, we will have to go to delivery, which means that this is a metric that is going to show us if we're having a campaign which is active, in review, or whatever. Okay, then we have the reach. It shows us how many people they have actually seen our ad. Of course, all of these metrics are going to be shown based on the lifetime or the different date range that we are going to put. So here we have the last 7 days, and we have the reach of 98,000 people in the last 7 days. Then we have the unique clicks, okay? The unique link clicks. Now, for me, it's very important to actually look the unique link clicks and not the clicks. what is a unique link click and what is a link click? Unique link click is when someone is actually clicking and it's a unique user. So if one person clicks 5 times, we have one unique link click, but 5 link clicks, okay? So the most important metric for me is the unique link click and the cost per unique link click. Most of the times in most companies that they don't have very expensive items, when we see cost per unique link click below $1, we consider it very good. Although, in order for us to understand that if it's good or bad, we need to also calculate how much does a product cost. If a product is expensive, our cost per unique link click is going to be higher in most of the times. Now, in order for us to understand if a cost per unique link click is good or bad, we need to also see the click-through rate, okay? The percentage of the people that they are actually clicking in our ad. And when we have numbers above 2 or 2.5 or above 3 in some cases, we know that we have a very good click-through rate, which is the percentage of the people that they are clicking. Now, what you're going to see here is that this one, which is a retargeting campaign, it has 5.77. But if you look the return on ad spend over here, it's very good, okay? And you shouldn't judge if you're going to close one campaign or if you're going to keep it based on the cost per unique link click. Cost per unique link click is an indication, especially the first steps, in order for you to understand if people like your creatives, okay? Because it's very important for you to know if they like the creatives. If you have very good clicks in the platform and then they go to the site and they are not actually converting, it means that you have a problem in your pricing, in your funnel. People don't like the site. They don't find it easy to go and buy. 1,000 reasons. But this is a very good metric because this is a start of your top of funnel or middle of funnel or whatever. This is a start. This is the initiation. And you know if people are actually entering easily within the funnel or they don't like the creatives, they are not clicking them. So the ratio between cost per unique link click and unique CTR, and of course understanding the metrics on each account, for example, knowing that in this account, we know that if we have in the cold traffic something below $3 cost per unique link click, we know that we are fine, that our creative is working. Of course, this doesn't mean that you will not try to always improve your cost per unique link click. But at the end of the day, it's very important to understand that each account is extremely different, okay? And each account is going to have different metrics that you will have to find on your own by doing ads. And the unique CTR is a very good metric to help you understand if these are good metrics or bad. Now, let's continue and let's see content views, okay? What is a content view and what is a page view? Content view is the metric that you're going to see when somebody is actually coming to your store and watches a category or watches a product page. If somebody goes to the homepage, it's just a page view. If somebody goes to the contact page, it's a page view. The view content is for when people are actually viewing your products, either if it is on the description page or if it's going to be on the product, on the detailed product page. That means that you can actually calculate and see from the people that they are clicking if they are watching many of your products. And this is the case over here. Look. We are having unique link clicks 166 and the content views are 464. We understand by that the people that they are clicking, they are watching more than one product, okay? They are watching more products because it looks like the targeting is good, everything is good, and people are watching more. And of course it makes sense because this is a retargeting campaign and the people that they are coming from the retargeting campaign, this is also bottom of funnel, very warm traffic. It means that they want to watch more products, they like the brand. But on the other hand, we can see that on the cold traffic campaign, we have 1,653 unique link clicks and the click-through rate is 3.16. Very good click-through rate for top of funnel and cold traffic campaign. But we can see that the content views are not even the double. It means that the people have actually watched less products from what what are the clicks are. So we know that as we move to the middle of funnel and bottom of funnel, we will have more content views. But imagine, for example, watching in your content views that somebody is clicking from the top of funnel, cold traffic, and they are actually watching more than 1 or 2 products. This is why in my YouTube video about retargeting, 4+1 ways to retarget, or 5+1, I don't remember. I have one custom audience that I like to use, which is called view content more than once. Okay, we have a custom audience that we like to use for long-term retargeting or even lookalikes. It is a view content for the people that they have seen more than once, because when somebody enters to a page that it triggers the view content event and then goes to another page, he is going to be 2 times view content person. Okay, and you can use the custom audience to create something good and actually target them or do lookalikes out of this custom audience, because these are people that apparently like to watch a lot of different items into your store. Now let's continue. We know what is add to cart. You can see what is add to cart. You can see what is checkout. Sometimes there are going to be stores that the people that they're going to come and buy, they're going to skip the checkout. They have different funnels which are faster for them to check out. Add to carts for me, it's not a very important metric. It just shows they tend to buy. There are a lot of people that they play with the add to cart button. I never look the ratio between add to carts and checkout, to be honest with you, but I'm watching the ratio between checkouts and purchases. What I like to see in most cases, of course, these things are changing from brand to brand, having different numbers. If you are selling an expensive refrigerator unit, it's going to have different amount of checkouts and purchases. If you are selling t-shirts, it's going to be different. In most cases, when we're talking about items that they are in the good, as we call it, comfort zone of $25 to $40 or $50 spent, we want to see a ratio which is not going to be higher than 5 checkouts, 1 purchase. Okay, so we want to see 4 checkouts, 1 purchase, 3 checkouts, 1 purchase. I have never seen 2 checkouts, 1 purchase consistently. Okay, I'm talking about big numbers. So if we see here in the checkout section 400 checkouts and we see 100 sales, it should be okay. Now it also depends on the numbers and what kind of return on ad spend you want to get, so that you can be a sustainable business. But at the end of the day, as I said in my other videos, this is what Facebook reality is. You have to analyze those numbers and see how you can improve in other aspects, because any improvement that you can do here is insignificant, okay? And it's not going to improve the results in such a big way, which is going to influence your whole return on ad spend. And after that, we can come, this is the value. We can see the revenue that was generated in the last 7 days from the ads, the cost per purchase, how much we are spending for each of the purchase, and we can see here the return on ad spend. Return on ad spend basically is when you divide the revenue, which is coming, from the amount that you have spent. Here we are having the amount that we have spent and also the different budgets we use in a daily level. If you are having CBO campaigns, if you don't know what CBO and ABO is, you can watch my video about CBO and ABO. I'm explaining everything there. If you have CBO campaigns, you will be able to see in the campaign level your budget, and you can also come here and actually change it. If you have an ABO, you will have to go within the ad sets from here and actually change the individual budgets that you have for that. And then we end and we have the frequency, which is actually, this is not what is actually happening, but it's a very easy way for you to understand. So let's say that frequency is how many people are watching your ads. A very easy way to understand it is this. If we have 7, we have to say that 100% of the people have seen our ads 7 times in the last 7 days, and 0.3% of the people, they have seen it 8 times. So the 7.83, it means that 100% of the people have seen it 7 times, and 83% of the people, they have seen it 8 times. Okay, I hope it makes sense. And then we have the attribution setting, which is the attribution setting that we have set in our ad set level. We have talked about this in our previous videos. And this is the reason that when you pick all of them together here, you can see that you can actually see the total results, while when you are here in the total, you cannot see the total results. This is a very fast way for you to be able to see total results, but you need to use the same attribution setting. This is the reason that I'm putting it there, so that I can be able to see which campaigns I can filter by selection, so that I can see the total results of all of them on the bottom. And of course we have CPMs. I don't know why it's not added here, but we also have CPMs, as I said, which is being added on the end. And CPMs is the cost of 1,000 impressions. It really helps us to understand if our ads are expensive in a period or not. Okay, and when we are seeing the CPMs, we can understand how much we are paying for 1,000 impressions, and what is the cost of our ads. We can understand if this is a period that the ads are very expensive or very cheap by just watching the cost. Again, this is something that you have to check in your account. You have to check them regularly and see, for example, that, hey, CPMs are high. This is a discussion that most of the times you have heard. CPMs are high. This is why the ads are underperforming, okay? It means that in general, Facebook is struggling to bring good results because all of the auctions are in a high spend, and the results that we're getting are not that profitable as they are when we have lower CPMs, that they are actually helping us to have better profitabilities. So this is a way that you can set your columns. These are the different metrics that you should look and evaluate how your campaigns are doing. I have another video which is called CBO vs ABO, and over there I'm explaining a little bit of optimization in an ad set level in a CBO campaign, and how and what you should look and how to optimize based on that. But other than that, I think that's enough, and these are all the metrics that I like to see. Let's go for the wrap up of this video. So this is the way to do it. I hope you liked the video and you found it helpful. Don't forget that you can always follow me on all of my social media. If you like the content, press the like button, leave your comment below. I like really to read all of your comments, and I'm always trying to answer. Don't forget that if you want to learn more about Facebook ads, you can check my courses or see my book. And don't forget that until we meet again, be creative and be consistent in the universe and in the metaverse.